What's up, guys? It is Sunday. It is that therapy gaming day. So today I decided that since I have so much going on with all the changes that are happening with me building out a new gaming room and having new space to live in, dealing with moving, having to plan out materials, I got so much going on right now that is actively taking up all my time that today I just kind of wanted to hang back for just a moment and spend some time with you guys, just chatting it out, catching you up on what is going on in my life, and checking in on you guys and making sure that I am staying accountable and showing up on my stream and online so that you guys know that I am here no matter what. Regardless of how busy I get with my life and whatever's going on, I am always going to do my best to try and make myself accountable to be here, especially for something like this when it comes to therapy gaming. In the past, we've done a whole lot of talking about a lot of sensitive subjects and so forth, but some of you who have been hanging out with me throughout the weeks have noticed that I've been slowly transitioning out of that, not because I'm stopping therapy gaming, but because I have so many changes going on in my own personal life right now with regards to moving and having a new place to live in and having to build all this stuff in real life and planning and so forth, that it is pulling me away from being able to give you guys the dedicated attention that I want to give you in regards to therapy gaming as a subject. I've spent the last few weekends, approximately about a month, with you guys playing Sims every Sunday. That has been a total blast to be able to just kind of chill back, hang out with you guys, and enjoy the time together gaming. Which is kind of like part of the whole therapy gaming aspect of being able to have good vibes, good times, chill times, and play games together. That's been cool and everything, but today in particular, what my struggle is that I have a time limit. My brother is facilitating me with this new build for a new gaming room build, and I have only till tomorrow to get my building plans ready. And what that means is that I have to sit and plan out all of the materials that I need in regards to building it, because I am personally going to build out this new gaming room. And so I'm going to need things like lumber and paint and flooring material and plumbing and electrical and all this stuff. So I do have a background in construction because I have spent quite a bit of time in my life in the past working in the construction industry, building out houses, fixing houses, and so forth. And so I'm going to take all those skill sets and build out my new gaming room, which I've been designing and planning out in 3D so that I know exactly how many materials I'm gonna need and how expensive the project is gonna be, for the purpose of my brother facilitating me with the budget and going and purchasing the materials, and him having a truck for him to help me grab all the materials so I can do the build out on. Hey, what's up, Bronan? How you doing, man? Everything's doing fantastic, man. How about you? So right now I'm just like really caught up in my schedule. I am tied down in regards to making sure that I have my plans ready by tomorrow, because tomorrow afternoon I need to go to Home Depot and purchase a ton of materials all in one shot for the purpose of taking a discount that we're going to receive for this purchase. And so I need to take advantage of it by buying in bulk and buying as many things as possible that I will need in order to do this build out. That's going to take pretty much all night and all morning tomorrow to get all my plans ready in regards to having all my materials accounted for the project, trying to not forget anything like fasteners and the little details and so forth. The more we buy, the more we'll save, so that's the plan. What's up, Flame? Thank you so much for being here again, brother. Appreciate you guys constantly supporting me when it comes to therapy gaming. That's a big deal. As for me having music in the background for the first time ever, I am doing that because this is the one video that is going to go to YouTube that I don't care if YouTube decides to bring it down because of copyright, because this day is just about hanging out with you guys and chatting it out just for a little bit. I was thinking like 30 minutes or an hour or so, hanging out with you guys, catching you up on what's going on with me, so that you know that I'm not leaving you hanging, that I'm still here doing what I need to do to make sure that I'm taking care of me and taking care of you, so we can take care of each other. So Yeah, I got a lot going on with regards to making sure that I have this new construction build ready for myself here. It's going to be pretty cool. If you guys are interested at all, I could pull up I could pull up my 3D design, and you could kind of just see a quick rough draft of what I'm building out for my room. But in general, I'm going to be doing I wanted to do a more sophisticated, more modern, more classy feel of a build out when it comes to theming out my new gaming room. So I was going with a gray wall and gray floor paint color, and I was gonna do all of my furnishings in white, high gloss white. So I'm thinking of doing like, you know, a neutral background gray and flooring gray, ceiling white, and then have all of like, I'm gonna build. So the goal is, if my brother allows me, with the budget and everything that we're working out together, to build out my own bed. And I will be building out my own bed frame as a modern bed frame that is a floating bed that is recessed from the wall, and floating end tables that will allow me to put RGB backlighting underneath the bed, around the bed, and behind the drawers that are to the sides of the bed. So I'm gonna go full modern as much as possible. I want it to be super classy, super clean, super chic. But I want to, you know, make sure that I'm doing all of this within a budget that makes sense, which is why I need to have my plans ready by tomorrow. What's up, Suki? Thank you so much for being here, brother. And then the desk, same thing. So I'm going to be doing a high white gloss floating desk with no legs. I'm going to mount it to the wall, and I'm going to have it recessed about half an inch or maybe a quarter inch from the wall on the back, where you can barely see a line, and that's going to be RGB backlighting for the entire desk. And then I'm going to float all my monitors in the wall and run all my wires inside the wall, as the new build that I'm doing for my new gaming room build is absolute empty shell. It is 350 square feet of just empty space with just beams running in the walls. So there is like there's no actual drywall, it's what it's called, what you see with your eyes when you're inside a home. There's no insulation, there's no electrical wiring, there's no plumbing. All of that's going to be getting done by me. So I can see myself spending the next 3 weeks or so doing this build out every week, every day as much as possible, trying to get work in between there to pay some bills, and then get this build out done as fast as possible, because this is a huge transition for me in regards to you guys getting content from this guy. Because as I transition into this new room, I'm going to be in my new own cocoon in space, where I will no longer have to worry about roommates and so forth, and making noise or being loud or streaming at certain times, and worrying about intrusions or interruptions and then background noise and kids and dogs and neighbors, and so all that stuff is going to go away from me. So this new build out is very important to the both of us, because as I transition into building this out and completing this project, I am going to give you guys full undivided 100% noodle attention with full hype. I'm going to be coming on screen, going live and crazy, so that you guys can see the true energetic side of myself that you truly have never really gotten to experience. And that is because I've always had roommates or a neighbor upstairs or next door living in an apartment complex. So that's completely changing for me. The ball game's changing. You're going to get a new personality. It's not that it's a different person, it's just that you're actually getting the real raw me, as I am a very energetic and overachieving person. And so as I transition into this new space, I will be able to bring out that new side of me that you guys will definitely enjoy as a content creator and entertainer. And so it's going to be really cool. I'm really stoked and really hyped about this opportunity. It's been a blessing after all of the struggle that I've been going through to be able to have this chance, even if it's not going to be as fire as I am designing it in 3D. At least I will have that space, and that's all that ultimately matters, is to have this environment where I can be completely separated from other beings, so that I no longer have to stress out about making noise or sounds or interrupting anyone's day or work schedule or school schedule and so forth. Doing fine. My stuff is getting together to do more art later on. Yes, Suki, dude, I can't wait for that, man. I can't wait for you to be able to like give me a schedule or something, because I look forward to that. I'm gonna try to be there for you like every day. Nice kind of art, doing perler, pixel art. I can make sprites and stuff and beads, getting ready to do commissions for people, art. He just said, Flame. Yeah, so he does, he's working on like beadwork and stuff, and he actually has already done some work that he has shown us in the community. If you go in our Discord community, you can just go to the search box in the top right corner, search up Nikosuki or Nekosuki, and it will pop up all of his like stuff that he said, and you will be able to see some of the images he posted of some of the work that he's done. But it's gonna be pretty cool to have Suki building out on stream. Anybody who is following me and knows that I have good vibes, or I have a good judgment of people that I surround myself with. A lot of you spent through with the new gaming room build out is going to really impact my schedule with regards to being able to sit down here with you guys one-on-one and give you out a piece of my heart and my mind like I normally do, which I love to do. The problem is that I have to keep worrying about, I live with like kids and dogs and all these people in this house, and being able to give you guys like my heart and mind and focusing on therapy when all this noise and chaos is going on in the background is not essential. So I was looking forward to being able to transition the move from here into my new place. And then when I get in my new place, I'm going to like really build out my schedule on exactly what topics I'm going to do, what and how I'm going to talk about things, and how this is going to impact Cup of Noodles as a brand. And if it does turn out that I feel that my therapy gaming stream or category is not in line with my gaming brand, then what I will ultimately do is build out a secondary brand and branch out that category to a completely new channel. So this way it doesn't take you guys away from me as a gamer, and you guys can still get the content that you would normally get from me, but have a completely separate channel and brand that you can have an audience that's really for that information. Because my concern is that I don't want to branch out so far from gaming that it's no longer Cup of Noodles, and Cup of Noodles is all about gaming and community development. It's not about therapy. So having a separate brand kind of makes sense to me. It's just more work that I want to avoid, but it's not about the work as much as it is providing the resource and the service to you guys, because ultimately it brings me joy and comfort to know that I can provide you wisdom, knowledge, and information and conversation that will help you make your life better. So to me, it is more beneficial to be able to focus on the idea of keeping that as a category, but just making sure that I am bringing it into the right brand and keeping it under the right brand. I'm sure most of you understand. Some of you don't really get it. It's cool, but I'll figure that out as I move forward. I'm going to be doing a whole lot of whiteboarding. I'm probably going to end up getting another. I had this huge 6-foot whiteboard in my last place. I'm probably going to do the same thing again. And a little quick life hack right there is if you go to Home Depot or Lowe's or a hardware store and you buy a material called MDF, it is a whiteboard that is literally $10 for 6 by 4 feet, or 8 by 4 feet board that is exactly the same as a whiteboard. And so that's what I did, is I spent $10 to get a 6-foot whiteboard, which, mind you, if you go online and search that up to buy a 6-foot whiteboard, it would cost you roughly around $200 or $300. So I will probably be doing that again in my new place, and then I'll just be sitting there being a brainchild, planning everything out in regards to my current stream as a Cup of Noodles gaming brand, as well as considering a new separate brand for therapy and life talk and so forth. What's going on? It's cutting out for me. It's crashing for me. RIP. It's back. What about you, Flame? Is the stream good on your end? I want to make sure that this is not crashing for everybody before I continue, because it might be that I have my, you know what, I don't have to have it on. I'll disable my preview, and that will impact it. If someone else confirms that the stream is good, what does yeah mean? Yeah is good, yeah it's bad. What? Confirm for me that the video feed is good, the audio feed is good. Okay, cool. All right, so I apologize for that. So how much of that did you guys miss out on there? I mean, I'm really just kind of ranting on about random things here, so it's not really like that you're missing anything of true value. It's just getting you guys caught up. But, about a minute. Oh, yeah. So it's probably just the whiteboard stuff. I was just telling you guys a quick life hack is you could get this board called MDF, Home Depot Lowe's. It's this giant whiteboard. It's 8 by 4 feet. You can get it for $10, $15. And you have yourself a whiteboard that you can legitimately use. I did this in my last place. Instead of spending $200 to $300 for a 6-foot whiteboard in any other store, like an office store or Amazon and so forth. So that's what I'm thinking of doing again in my new place, and that way I can sit there and brainstorm my content so that I can be more official, more higher quality, more planned out, and I can get understanding really where I'm going with this therapy gaming category, whether I'm keeping it with Cup of Noodles or I'm going to branch it out into a new brand. So there's just like so much going on in my mind that has to do with you guys, really, that you guys should really continue to please be patient with me. Thank you for those of you who have been patient with me in regards to Sunday therapy gaming sessions. Again, it doesn't have to be this way where we're just chatting, hanging out, and playing Sims. If any of you have a topic or category that has to do with therapy in regards to like ADHD, depression, anxiety, and so forth, which are topics I covered in the past and you can find on YouTube underneath Cup of Noodles, just go ahead and let me know what kind of topic you would like me to talk about, and I'll be more than glad to look into the information and do my research and bring you my perspective of a breakdown that will facilitate you in understanding how to apply it in your life and make it easier to transition through those kinds of experiences or issues. If you're having serious conditions and it is getting you down a really dark hole, a negative path in regards to thinking about suicidal thoughts and not being able to get yourself into a healthy state of mind, you're in a very toxic place that is harmful to you or others, you should highly go check out a professional. I am not a professional that specializes in helping you with harmful situations. I'm just here to give you my heart and my mind, as I continuously say. So if any of you have anything like that you'd like me to go on to in regards to a subject or topic that I could speak about on Sunday, I will take it on gladly. For now, I'm just going to continue doing the whole Sims gameplay and just chatting until this room build out, the gaming room, is done. So that way, when I go back to this new place, I can give you guys my undivided attention. But so far, I mean, if you guys want to, what I can do is pull up my 3D design here, and you could just, for conversation purposes, I can give you guys an idea of kind of where I'm going with this design on this room build, and you can kind of maybe give me your opinion and so forth. It's not that right now I don't have anything rendered out with me, which means it's not pretty. It's just blocky and gritty, but it gives you a general idea of kind of what's going on with this whole, I keep talking about a gaming room build out and where I'm going with it, what my plans are. And really, I just sat here and designed it out in 3D because of two reasons. The first reason, priority, was this was I got a script error. That's never happened. But this was designed to scale. There we go. This was designed to scale so that way I can get an idea of the measurements of the space that I have to work with, so that this way I know that as I furnish the space and I put in anything from furniture to electronics or appliances, I know how much room I'm going to be left with at the end of the day, because everything is just blocks with measurements to up to real life scale, so that way I know, like, okay, this is going to take this much room, so I'll have this much room inside the room to work with to do this or that. I was mainly concerned about my stream space and being able to do my gaming rig setup. I always run a quad monitor setup, and that's currently what's sitting in front of me right now. and I wanted to make sure that I was setting this in a location that was really allowing me optimal space, because I'm going to be doing this custom desk build that will be a floating shelf mounted to the wall. And as you can see, I have extra space. Now, you can't really tell dimensions by looking at this from your guys' current perspective, but if you look at the little squares on the ground, each square is 1 foot, 12 inches. So it looks like things are small, but they're actually quite large. It's just that the perspective is off because we don't have proper lighting and shadowing to give your eyes an understanding mechanically of how much space we're dealing with here. So when I build this desk out, you can see this desk is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 feet long, an 8-foot long floating desk with all of the monitors over to the side. This is me just planning out like where am I going to lay this out at. And because I want to be in a mental space of clarity, of cleanness, of free-flowingness, artistic, like, you know, just let me flow through the universe and do my thing, because I'm going to be optimally focusing with my career path in regards to work that I'll be doing. I'll be focusing on photography, graphic design, and web development. And so I need to be able to be in a creative mindset. So I decided that I wanted to do my build in complete white, go as white as possible. And so I'm going to be doing white chair, white desk, and white wall in the background. The rest of the room, I'm thinking of going with the gray. The flooring is actually going to be wood flooring, so it's going to be a wood texture, but it's going to be the same dark gray because it's going to be a synthetic material to match the walls. And I'll be doing white bed frame, white end tables, white shelving, and then gray beddings to match the rest of the room. Now this room in itself, this is me having it cut out as a shell so that way I can see what things look like on the inside. But truly, the other side of the wall over here, right now I don't have access to these other windows because my monitor is being used for stream chat. But on the other side of the wall over here would have a large window to let light in, and my big 55-inch TV will be on a wall, and then the entryway is over here by the bed area. As you can tell, there's 5 feet of walking distance between the bed and the front entrance, and there is going to be about almost 10 square feet of space that is sitting over here, over 10 square feet of space sitting behind the desk. Ultimately, what my goal is I'm going to be putting in a temporary green screen curtain rod that will be hanging behind my desk to allow me to green screen like I always do. But this rod will be on hooks so that way I can take the rod off with the green screen, roll it up, and put it in my closet. So that way the room always stays free-flowing and clean and empty, and chi will allow it to be flown through the freaking air, through the space, through the room, so I can feel like I'm in a nice clean environment, a nice open environment. And then when I stream, or if I YouTube and I need green screen, I just bring the rod, hang it, unroll it, and I've got my green screen again. Now that's why all this space is going to stay empty over here by the window, is because all this space is going to be used for YouTubing, as I decide to make YouTube videos, and I can put my green screen up there behind the desk area and so forth, and have tons of room to jump around and do or say whatever it is that I need to do or say for you guys. This is going to be my bathroom area. It's not well lit because I have my lighting placed in a way. This is the toilet. It's just a block to give me scale, the vanity, and then a medicine cabinet, and the tub, and shower, and window, and a 6-foot walk-in closet with an L-shaped shelving. But this is what I was talking about, is that this is the build out that I am looking forward to getting my plans completed tonight, going into tomorrow morning, because tomorrow afternoon my brother wants to go with me with the truck to get all of the materials to build everything you see in this room, all in one shot, in one load, in one purchase. So this way we can take a huge discount on everything combined, because the thing is that as you look at this room, certain things like this bathtub and the sink and the toilet and so forth, the sewage lines running underneath the building, and the plumbing lines for water to bring water into the building, and all of the electrical wiring to run outlets all around the room, all of that has to be connected, installed, and set up. And there is no drywall, there's no framing wall. it's just it's just beams all over in this building, and so I have to do all of that as well as ceiling lighting. And so for ceiling lighting, I'm going to be doing recessed cone lighting to allow me to spotlight every accent area of the room, like my desk, my bed, my living room space on front of the window, and so forth. But yeah, that's what's going on, is that I have to sit and so right now basically where I'm at with this plan is I'm wrapping up my design. I want to figure out where I'm going to paint and what I'm going to paint. So that's why tonight, right before I hopped online with you guys, I did this white area, so that I knew that, okay, my desk space is going to be completely white, so that way I can feel, like feel free, feel clean, just feel like light energy. Like I want lots of light to go in my eyes to keep me awake so I can stay performing optimal, and so that I can design artistically to the best of my artistic ability. And then the window is exactly the opposite side of this desk. Like I said, I don't have my tools right now to pop that up. It's hidden from the scene, and that will bring in light that will bounce off of the white wall onto my desk area so that I can feel awoke when I am working. As well as my brother and I were talking about putting in some sky lighting, so that way when it is daytime, I could just get a flood of light in the room. And most of you who know about artistry know that daylight is the best type of light, so I will have a ton of daylight in my room no matter what, because of the way that I'm building the room to allow me to work in the best optimal mental space. I'm going with the gray for the rest of the room, so that this way the room, and I'll show you guys images of what the theme is that I'm going with my room. And this is now that you guys have seen the 3D mock-up design of the room, of how it's actually going to get built, when I show you these images that I've picked out for the theme of the room, you're going to really put it together and understand what it is that I'm ultimately trying to achieve with the design, like what color and the paint and style that I'm going to be using for my room here. Give me a second here while I pull up this for you guys. I wish I had a room like that. Yeah, no, don't we all though? Every gamer wants a gaming room. And I am just blessed with an opportunity to be able to build out my own, which I've been wanting to do for quite some time now, actually. It's been in my head for about 4 years now. I've been wanting to build out a gaming room. Bear with me for a second here. I am logging into my account so I can pull up the saved images that I saved from Google, so that this way you can see what it is that I'm talking about in regards to the theme of the room here. I'm almost there, you guys. Collections, and then gaming room, and then... So ultimately, this is what my bedroom area, the bedroom area of my room, this is what it's going to look like. Let's see, which one is the best image quality? I think maybe this one. So this right here is kind of what I'm going for, you guys. I'm shooting for like, but see, I want like, because I'm gonna go darker, so like the floor is gonna match the wall in the background, like that gray that's in the background on the wall is gonna be the same gray that's on the floor. But you see how they have wood flooring underneath the bed instead of the gray tile? I'm gonna be doing wood flooring in the whole building, and it's gonna be the same gray scheme and hue as the wall. And then there's going to be white walls in certain sections of the room, like the gaming station area has to be white. And then the opposite side of the room on the entry area where my television's at has to be white, because I want to accent those areas to be bright, so that way it livens me up, wakes me up when I'm gaming. And then everything else furnished in the room will have a contrast between white and gray and chrome is what I'm going to go for. And then I'm going to backlight everything. Let's see if I can pull up the right image here. I'm going to backlight everything like so. So you see how they have their desk and the light is like behind it? And then they have their monitors and there's lighting behind that glowing. That's literally, other than the television that's at the top above the monitors, I'm not doing that. I'm just doing the quad monitor setup in the middle, which you guys saw in my 3D model, and the floating desk at the bottom. Now they have lighting in front of theirs. I'm not doing that. I'm just doing lighting behind the shelf as it's floating. And then, so this is like what the goal is in regards to my desk space, is I want it to have this white, clean, spacey feeling. And to really give you an idea of what that really feels like and looks like, I have a better example here. This is ultimately what it's gonna feel like. This is exactly what my desk area is gonna feel like. It's gonna be all white. It's just the monitors that are and the keyboard and mouse that are gonna be black. So I'm gonna contrast all that. I will try to either paint the current speakers I have for my desk speakers to be white, or I will get new ones. I decide. I don't really need special speakers for my desk because I don't do any audio engineering. I haven't touched music in a long time, and I don't care to because it takes too much time and I can't do everything. No one can do everything. So I will leave that to someone else, so I'll just keep my standard speakers. I do have some normal modern looking speakers that I can just take the frames off, paint them white, put them back together. I'm a very artistic, a very mechanical, very engineering type person. I can rebuild, fix, and create anything that you can imagine. I've done many projects of many types, from houses to cars. I've worked on all sorts of things. I've built robots. So when it comes to doing this kind of stuff, when it comes to engineering, it's in my blood, it's in my veins, so I can do whatever it is that my mind imagines. I can bring it to real life for my build out. So I am blessed in the regard to have that ability and creativity at the same time. You lucky man. I might move mine to the basement. But yeah, so this is ultimately what the room is going to look like, and this is what the desk is going to look like. But see, this room is like the feel. You see that warm feeling that this room gives you, but it's still like contrasting with modern design. That's the feel I'm going to go for. But this is actually what the room is going to look, the room area, the bed area is going to look like. I'll give you a better example. You guys are going to freak out when you see this room design, because this is actually a real hotel room that exists. I looked it up, by the way. You can stay in this hotel room in Panama City, okay? In Panama, the actual country. You could stay in this room for $300 a night, okay? This is what my bed area is actually going to look like. So you see how see the gray color that they chose for their background, and how they have the ground gray and they have white bedding and so forth? That's what I'm going for my bedroom area. That's what I'm going for. I'm shooting for that look. And you see how they have the cyan lighting, and that's the Noodle's color, is that cyan color. I'm going to be doing that all around. So I designed the bed in 3D to have a gap behind the bed frame, and underneath the bed, my bed floats about 4 inches above the ground, and so it's just enough for you to not see it with your eye, but still see that there's space underneath there, and it look like the bed's floating. And all that space is going to be filled with RGB lighting, so that the whole bed floats and glows with cyan blue lighting. And you see how they did this like whole Alienware logo design on the wall? I'm going to, if I have an area in the room that I can put something on the wall like a logo, I'm going to put my own logo on there. So I also have a professional cutter and plotter machine that you use to make signage with, or even t-shirts, or like building signage or real estate sign. Like every sign literally is designed with a cutter and plotter that cuts out vinyl. That is a special type of vinyl sticky material that you stick on to all these objects, but it's special, that lasts for like 30 years. T-shirts are literally designed with these buildings, billboards, street signs are all designed with it. Well, anyway, I have the machine to cut that out, so I can cut out my own logo work and put it up on the wall if I want to. If I have a space in the wall that's blank and I'm like, something needs to go there, that's what I'm gonna do. I have a logo picked out that I would like to do, but I might go with whatever it is that I feel is gonna be essential. I'm thinking of doing this logo in particular above my desk area. And that brain with the circuitry in the middle is actually what I'm gonna run with, and then have the circuit span out to dots, and then use a spotlight to glow it with cyan blue, and all of that will be cut and plotted in chrome, and then I'll adhere it to the wall. And I'm thinking of doing that above my desk area. I'm not sure yet. That's why I'm in the process of designing in 3D, so that this way I know what it's going to look like when the final product is complete, and I will know what materials I will need in order to accomplish the end project vision and goal. But yeah, so this room that I was talking to you guys about is actually a Hilton room. You can rent this bedroom out in Panama City. It is a Alienware themed room designed by Alienware with all Alienware equipment, gaming equipment built into it. So you have your gaming chair, you have your gaming desk area, you have your gaming television area, you have a gaming PC at the television area, you have a gaming PC and gaming system at the desk area. Even the bathroom is Alienware themed. It is the most lit room I've ever seen. I know that it's like hype, it's just like it's publicity, it's PR for them, but dude, I don't care. I would totally spend money to go there just to freaking be able to experience what it's like to stay in a room filled with tens of thousands of dollars of gaming equipment. It would be so lit. I got one of those machines in school. Yeah, cutter and plotter. What do you guys use a cutter and plotter for at school? There's also 3D printer and CNC machine. I'm the only one left in the school who can use them. The others graduated. Oh, okay. So you guys have like an engineering classroom. That's cool. Yeah. So I know how to use all those machines. The only machine I've never touched yet is a CNC machine, but I'm sure with my mechanical and programming background, I could totally achieve it. I just have never had the opportunity to play with one. My dream has always been to grow up and build myself out like a backyard barn garage that is filled with machine equipment that I can use to machine anything I can imagine, because I love inventing and engineering. And so it would be absolutely beautiful for me to have a facility like that where I could just walk into and just build anything from my vision to mission, just like that. Maybe someday, we'll see what happens. Maybe you guys can be the reason why this guy will have that dream become a reality by supporting me the way you guys continue to support me. Thank you so much, you guys, for continuously being here for me. I appreciate that so much. But yeah, so this is kind of where my headspace is at right now. Like I said, I need to have this completely ready by tomorrow in regards to the plans and knowing what materials I'm going to need to get this build out completed. You should definitely use one. Custom make a cup of noodle tea toaster for your merch. Dude, if I had a CNC machine, bro, the sky would be the limit, bro, because I would make so much stuff. So like two machines that I've been dreaming of having, but the number one machine I've been dreaming of having is a 3D printer and a CNC machine. But a 3D printer is most essential, because with a 3D printer you can build so much more than just a CNC that is mostly 2D. But you know, I could do 3D with a 3D printer. I could build out so many inventions. I literally have my own little like digital black book that is filled with hundreds, literally hundreds of project ideas, business plans, and so forth. My mind is constantly just in like design, artistry, innovation, build mode. It never stops. My only bad like obstruction, the only thing that gets in the way for me in regards to getting any of that built out is budget, is funding. I used to have funding, but it's all gone because of some life circumstances, so I don't have any of that kind of resource anymore. But if I one day have the funding again, which is inevitable that I will grow into more funding and a financially healthy, grown up point of my life. When I get to that point, I will be able to afford the equipment, and I will be able to, maybe, who knows, retire by being an inventor. That would be ideal for me, actually. But yeah, so guys, this is what's going on in my life right now. I don't know what's going on with you guys. I know a lot of you have been very, very occupied in my gaming community. I know that in your guys' gaming community, for those of you who are not in my community, you guys have been busy as well. But this is what's going on with me in regards to my headspace. My heart space is on a whole different vibration. You guys have seen me on my therapy gaming nights when I talked about depression and anxiety and ADHD and so forth. And most of you who have been here for that know that I am going through a lot of healing, and so that has held me back dramatically from interacting with you guys who are not in my gaming community, meaning that you're not on my Discord server. It's all that means. But for those of you who are not on my Discord server, I have not been able to engage and interact with you like I used to, because I am just doing so much healing. My mind is all over the place with trying to figure out what's going on with my heart so that I can heal, and I'm trying to get back in tune with meditation and my Buddhism and being in positive vibration and rooting myself and channeling myself and clearing my chi and all this crazy stuff that a lot of people know what it means, and some of you don't care. It's fine, but my life has been very, 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 very occupied with a lot of things going on that has not allowed me to go and visit you guys as streamers and you guys as tubers that are out there that I usually used to go and spend my time with. Even on Twitter, I have not been active on, but I would like to fix that, like starting now, going into the next week, because I did, like, most of my supporters who have grown with me as my brand grew with Cup of Noodles are actually on Twitter. Twitter is like the best platform ever for me, in my opinion, and in my experience in regards to networking for the gaming community. So I look forward to getting back in touch with all those people that were showing me all that love and that I was spreading endless and infinite love to. I look forward to that so much. Amarex, thank you so much for being here again. Oh my god, thank you for the subscription, Amarex. I appreciate it, brother. Thank you so much, brother. You have been showing me so much support, bro. I know that you talked about a couple weeks the last time we spoke for you coming to visit me. I hope that by the time you come visit me, I can have my new room built out, and you and I could just chill. And Ryan, if he comes, I don't know if he's coming or not, we could chill out in my new gaming room build out and get some gaming on like Donkey Kong together. Otherwise, it's cool if you guys visit me before then. I don't care. You can visit me several times. I would also, by the way, Amarex, like to visit you. So if that's an option, let me know, because I would really like to know if I can do that. Take as long as you need. What's up, Daily Gems? How are you? How are you doing? Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you being here. Yeah, me and Ryan, we're going to come. My B-Day is on May 13th on a Monday. Bro. I forgot that we have opposite B-Days, bro. I forgot about that. Yo, that just blew my mind again for the second time ever. Bro, so like Amarex's birthday, so by the way, you guys, for those of you who are hanging out with us, for those of you on Twitter who are not here in chat right now, I know you're there. I love you. Thank you for being there. You can't chat with me through my chat system through Twitter. I'm sorry about that. Please, please, I keep saying this. Consider going on Twitch, Mixer, and YouTube to chat with me. But thank you still for supporting me by being there, viewing me, and supporting my content. But for all of you who are watching right now, Amarex is actually a ex-best friend of mine that we lost contact with each other for years. We were best friends forever. And he disappeared from my life because we went on two separate paths. And then he just came back in my life like a few weeks ago, like a month ago. I don't even know. It was a few weeks ago. And it was shocking to me. He found me as a streamer somehow. He dug me up and found me and popped into my chat and just started showing me all this love. And it just like blew my mind to have that happen. But it's crazy about his birthday is what I'm getting at as the point, because my birthday is on May 31st. His birthday is on May 13th. So we literally have the opposite birthdays. And I knew that when him and I hung out a lot, but I totally forgot about it. And that's just crazy to me because I never, ever, ever, ever meet people who have birthdays in May. Like there's like people with May birthdays in my life that I have personally met are like non-existent. I've met like 4 ever. Like ever. So that's crazy to me that he has a birthday the same month as me. No. The reason why I'm not playing Sims is because, as you can see by the image in the background, the bedroom, I was talking about and showing everybody that I'm working on a new gaming room that I'm building for myself, for streaming and so forth, and that that I need to work on the plans. So I'm building this out in 3D and I'm planning all the materials I need because this is an empty shell box that I'm going to go in myself and build everything out. I'm going to build a desk, build everything. So I have to have these plans ready by tomorrow afternoon because it's the only chance that I will have to go and get the materials because I need to do it with my family member, with my brother, and he's going to be leaving town. So I need to do it before he leaves town. That's the objective and the goal. I'm not playing Sims tonight. I apologize for not continuing the save file tonight. But it's because I am in a hurry to get my butt back into gear, into development and planning to get everything planned out for this build so that I can go to the store tomorrow at the lumber store or at the hardware store and buy all the materials that I need. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. But yeah, no, I would love to game, but I do need to be responsible at the same time. If I want to get this room done in time so that so you guys can get the best of me, the new upgrade, Cup of Noodles 2.0, I need to be responsible and get off of gaming for one night and get on to planning. I need to focus on getting the plans completed so that way I can get this done. But how is everybody doing, guys? Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me, coming in and just chatting with me. It's awesome to be able to have you guys come in here and do that. Amarex, bro, literally, like, is that an option? I asked you, am I able to come and visit you sometime? Because, like, I keep thinking about that. So I've had a couple times now where I've went north past you and I could have literally like gone and visited you, but both times I was like on a schedule because of traffic and getting back home. But if I ever have that chance, can I do that? As for Ryan, is he here? I don't know if he's here or not. I don't think he's here. But yeah, I would love, so yeah, and then just let me know when you want to come visit me. Oh yeah, so you said May 13th, so let's see here. Pull up the calendar. So that is 1, 2, that's like 3 weeks from now. Oh shit, bro. If you come visit me on your birthday, bro, I might have that room ready, bro. For sure, I might have that room ready. Yo, that's gonna be lit if you came and visited me after my gaming room was done. That's gonna be lit. Yeah, I'm doing great, Daily. I'm doing great, man. You know, my mind is like, my mind is as sharp as it should be because the thing is like I'm a hyperactive thinker. I'm ADHD. I have a very creative, hyper energy mentality, and I'm constantly like, my normal state of mind is that I'm always thinking sharp and fast about information, and I am literally a professional paid problem solver as an IT engineer, so my mind should be sharp. It just wasn't because I've gone through so much craziness in my life in the last like 6 months to a year. Actually, it's been a long time that I've gone through chaos. I've gone through a lot of suffering, but I am glad to announce that in the last couple weeks or so, my mind has been sharpening back up and not blurry like it used to be. And I've been able to meditate, which is something I have not been able to find myself to do because of so much pain that I've endured that it was hurting me so bad that I couldn't sit down for a second without my mind going a million miles an hour about crazy thoughts. And so I've gotten to a point now in this week that this project is helping me with the room build out. It's helping me hone back in on sharpening my mental skills to allow me to problem solve and think about projects and think about building and being creative and being in development mode. And that has actually helped me with my life in general, because it's helped me. I've been focusing more in getting back into fixing my finances so that I can get back into getting an income again, because I haven't had work in a while because of my situations in my real life. And I've been able to find opportunities that I never thought I would look into. I've been very creative about looking for work because of you guys, because my heart is so stuck on being there with you guys and continuing as a streamer. Like it's so important to me to continue as a streamer that I found opportunities with work that will allow me to work just enough to pay my bills and focus on you guys and focus on creativity. Because like I said, what I'm going to be transitioning my career into is if I go into a professional career and take a job, I would go and take a gaming job with an organization like Activision, Blizzard, or Microsoft. And by gaming, it would be like user interface. It would be I was actually looking at opportunities to find a community manager job position, because I would be freaking absolutely amazing at that. I manage communities already. I manage branding, social media, all that stuff. It's literally like what I do every single day. So it would be no change in my lifestyle whatsoever if I took a community manager job for a gaming development company. But that's what I would do as a job. But as a contractor, as a person, as a consultant, freelancer, what I was thinking is just focusing on web, e-commerce, graphics, photography. And so I signed up for one of the stock photo companies that people go to buy high quality images and perfect, beautiful shots of like anything for their websites and their businesses and stuff like that. I signed up for that as a photographer, and they accepted me. So you have to submit a portfolio to them, and they judge you and see if you're high enough quality for their organization to submit your own content, and they accepted me. So I have like a ton of expensive professional equipment, one of which is actually recording me right now for you guys live, and I'm going to be using that equipment to generate an income. It's not going to be a lot at first, but it's going to be what's called a passive income. It's money that's going to sit on the side because it'll keep generating money. And then I will be working on e-commerce websites, not only for myself, but for clients, and developing graphics for organizations and so forth. So I need to be in a good creative mindset with sharpening my mind back to where it's supposed to be naturally. And so glad to announce that I'm getting back there now, and that's been very helpful for me. And then for work, I've just been looking at literally stuff like delivery guy. There's like all these companies like Uber Eats and Grubhub and TaskRabbit. There's like literally probably a dozen companies that have like delivery services. You order whatever. Like I need freaking a taco from Safeway or something. So I signed up for that. It pays well. I'll do that on the side for like steady income to pay my bills. And then there's also dog sitting that I can consider to have to have extra income when I'm missing a little bit of money. And then I'll focus on web graphics and photography, and then I'll spend all my time with you guys being a content creator, bringing up my game with YouTubing, as well as adding in better stream content. I'm going to be bringing in emojis, finally wrapping up that website for the Cup of Noodles merch that I was going to release this year, January. So that was like 4 months ago or so now. I didn't release it because my life fell apart into 10,000 pieces right when I was in the middle of developing and completing the Cup of Noodles website. So the Cup of Noodles site domain address is up. If you go to www.cupofnoodles.tv, you will see that it says coming soon. So yes, the site is there. It's 90% completed. I just need to wrap it up. The problem isn't that I haven't had time. The problem is that as a artist, as a designer, I have to be in love with what I'm doing in order to create. And my heart has been broken, so I've been giving myself healing space to get back into a place where I can use my heart again, to be back in creative mode and push out the content that I want to push out. And that's what held me back from wrapping up that website in January, that I will hopefully be wrapping up soon. I'm not going to give you guys any promises or any dates, but it's coming around the corner. Look forward to that. And when that releases, then I'm going to be working on graphics for emojis and so forth, for Discord, as well as for Twitch and everything else. So there's a huge amount of content that I've wanted to release January 2019, and I did not get to release because of life situations. But it's coming around the corner. Look forward to it this summer, coming to you soon from Cup of Noodles. Tons of new freaking material coming out. I look forward to that so much. What's up, Fox? Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you being here. Figure something out. Usually get off work at 5 on weekdays. Okay, that's good to know. That's what I wanted to know, Amarex, is like what your schedule was like, and not just your schedule, but I know you live with a roommate, so I wanted to know if, because you live with a roommate, if I was permitted to go and visit you in their home. So that's what I was more worried about, is like if I was allowed to come and visit you and hang out with you because you live with someone else. Hey Cup, it's been great hanging out. I gotta go. I see you next stream. Thank you so much for stopping in. Branwin, everybody, Branwin is a streamer also. Feel free to go and check him out anytime. He's also one of my community members, just as well as Amarex and Nikosuki. You can check out any of these guys' streams. They're all amazing people who are in my Discord community server, and people who are a part of the Cup of Noodles brand and community are absolutely amazing people, because I just bleed tons of love and optimism and positivity into their lives as I invite them into my life, and they share it back in return. So it'd be awesome for you guys to check out their content, because they're amazing people to check out, to hang out, to get to know, and to support, because they deserve it. They absolutely deserve it. Any gaming tonight nudes? Not at this moment. So I'll be able to probably hang out with you later, Flame, like I always do. Anybody who hangs out with me in my community, you guys can hang out with me, game with me later on. Give me a couple hours or so if you're awake and you don't have school and work and so forth. As usual, you guys know when I sign off, I always hang out with you to game. For online streaming, I will not be streaming any gaming content tonight. I apologize for that. Again, that's because I have to work on my plans to have them ready tomorrow, because I need to get this gaming room build completed as soon as possible so that I can give you guys all this new content. I keep promising you that I need to have the right headspace, and this new room build is going to give me the opportunity to have that headspace so that I can give you guys the best of me, and you guys can enjoy the best entertainment that you should be enjoying when you're watching this guy. We probably have to go do something around town. My room is like small cube, huh? Code Grass movie was coming out on May 7th and 8th in theaters, so I did want to see that. Okay. Remind me of that, Amarex, of the movie on Discord. PM me, bro. PM me, and I will put that in my calendar and see what day that lands on, and try to see if I can have money by then and come and watch it with you, because that would be lit for us to go and watch a movie together. That'd be perfect. I wish I had a gamer. Bro, every gamer wishes that they had a gaming room, bro. Like, but you know, everything. Look, here's something. You guys have been with me. Please don't. It's a commercial.
Today's Merrill can help with straightforward advice and guidance to
I'm
help
sorry,
turn
guys.
your ambitions into action.
Oh, looks like it's pretty much done. Okay, but yeah, so when it comes to you know, me talking about life and stuff like that, you guys, when I'm talking about like therapy or just philosophy and so forth, and lifestyle and behavior, it is important to know that, you know, You can look, I'm gonna give you guys some advice right now because that's what therapy gaming is about anyway, right? It's about like hanging out and getting to know each other, showing each other love, and giving each other good advice and good conversation. So here's something to talk about. You're saying, hey, several of you have said, I'm using Pandora. Some of you have said, I wish I had a gaming room. Here's the thing. You can wish you can have anything you want. The thing is, society has trained us to not wish for things that are of high value, right? Like if anything is too expensive or out of your reach, we've been programmed to not reach for it. If it doesn't make sense because we're not wealthy, right? The truth is, you can wish for whatever it is you want to wish for, and you should continue. Because the biggest problem that we have in society is the fact that people let go of their creativity. People let go of their ability to be creative, to be innovative, to create new life, to create new objects, to create new innovations, to create new things that can enrich people's lives. All of that stops happening because society keeps getting trained and programmed to stop dreaming. And if you stop dreaming, if you stop wishing and hoping for things in the future, you will stop creating goals and ambitions and drive that can ultimately give you and bless you with what it is you're looking for. And it doesn't always have to be that you work your ass off to earn things. And this is a big lesson that I had to learn in the hardest way you could possibly learn it. As a business owner with no mentorship, no guidance, no skills in the business industry other than understanding math very well, money, and engineering. And I put that all together and I found my way through business. I figured it out. I made a ton of money, but I also lost more than I earned for really dumb reasons, mainly because of people in my life, honestly. 99% because of people in my life. But that's why my life has changed and revolutionized when I decided to remove all toxic people from my life, which ultimately removed pretty much everyone from my life, because most people, unfortunately, sadly, are toxic. But the thing is, when you learn to love yourself enough that you can hang out with just yourself and not need someone else, you gain a strength, you gain an ability to focus in and hone in on opportunities and projects and drive and ambition that you would never be able to do ever. Having people in your life is fantastic because we are social beings. As human beings, we have been designed by nature because of our evolution, because of the experience we have in society, to be conversational, to engage and interact. That's the healthy thing to do. But here's the thing. That human engagement takes away from so much of your time and so much of your money and so much of your energy and so much of your thought process that you forget to think about and you are unable to afford and you're incapable of making time to do the things that you have as dreams in your heart and in your mind. So as you realize these things, and I realized that you can have this open mind. That's what a real open mind is. People talk about having an open mind all the time, but they don't really understand an open mind. An open mind is really truly dreaming. It's being a dreamer, being a visionary, it's visualizing things in the future, visualizing things that don't exist and trying to make them come to creation. But being a dreamer is ultimately what you need in order for you to achieve whatever it is that you need. And if you are in that mindset, you guys, if you are in that mindset, if you realize that you can dream as hard as you want to, no matter how big your achievement is that you're trying to achieve, one way or another, that can come into your life. Like for example, this opportunity for me to do a room build out just was landed in my lap just because I didn't even know that I had family that could provide me an opportunity to give me a healing space for me to heal. I was literally, you guys, I was looking at homeless shelters to go and live in when all that chaos started happening to me before I moved in with my brother. I was literally looking at opportunity to just go and branch off and figure it out and just start from nothing, start from the ground up again, because it's so hard to be able to find people in your life that can support you mentally and spiritually. Most people understand mental issues, like when it comes to thinking about things, information, but barely anybody understands spiritual issues, like what's going on with your heart, or the pain, the suffering that's going on inside your heart, and how it affects you. Because you can explain everything that's on your mind because it's information, but you can't explain what's in your heart because it's not information, it's feelings. And you'd be surprised, for those of you who are here because of therapy gaming, you understand, you know what it's like to go through that experience and how badly it can affect your life, on the choices you make, as well as your behavior, as well as the goals that you can achieve and the things that you can reach for to be successful with. You have very limited potential and options when you're in that heart mindset, when your heart is hindered, when your heart is suffering. But anyway, I just happened to be in a position where someone just popped up, and gave me this opportunity and a blessing to be able to heal. And it just happened to so be that he had this extra space that he is going to allow me to do this room build out in, I'm just grateful. I don't know what else to say. And this is just, one of those examples that I was talking about and going on this rant about how you should never stop dreaming, because you don't know where it can come from. You don't know if an aunt, an uncle, a cousin, a friend, or even a job opportunity, professional, or even your life. It could be a personal life situation or even a professional situation, either of which can provide you an opportunity to achieve your dreams. And you will miss out on those dreams if you do not have dreams. So never stop dreaming, you guys. Never stop dreaming, because it's an opportunity to provide you to go out and get what it is that you actually want, instead of suffering with things that you don't want and that you have to do. Living a lifestyle of doing things that you have to do is very, very draining. It's stressful to do things that you don't want to do, but it is pleasurable and relaxing to do things that you love to do. And so that's why, as I've been job hunting and stepping outside of my engineering background, going from being an IT serviceman and IT engineer to going to something else, because it was so stressful to have to deal with people who are toxic because they're so focused on their money that they forget about the human element, and they work you as a dog, and they stress you out, and they put you in these toxic environments. And I just want to avoid all that toxicity. So I decided, as a person who actually understands that there is potential for you to do things easier and earn more, and not harder and earn less, because most of us have been trained to just work hard and you earn so much and that's what you get. We're not taught, because we're not in the mindset of an entrepreneur or a business person, to understand that there is more opportunity out there, and most people don't even want to go after the opportunity because they just don't want to put in the work. Some of us are ambitious, some of us are driven. It's not for everyone, that's the for sure thing. But if you really want something that is big and grand and that is beautiful to you, because everybody has their own opinion and everybody's opinion is different than everyone on what they think is amazing. Whatever it is that's amazing to you, if you think it's worth working for it in regards to putting in hard blood, sweat, energy, or whatever it is that you need to do, then do that. But always keep that dream within your mind, within your heart, because if you let go of it, then the opportunity is going to slip past you. That's basically the point I'm trying to make. I'm sorry I went on a giant rant about that, but again, that's what I do, is that I kind of just break things down in a way that I can relate to you guys and you guys can relate to me, so that we can really understand that we're on the same vibration and we understand the logic behind what it is that I'm saying. A lot of the stuff that I said, it's a lot of frou-frou stuff that has to do with spirituality and so forth. Most people are not really in tune with that. They don't understand it, they don't care to understand it, or they don't even believe in it. that's fine with me. I don't care. To each their own. That's your thing, whatever. But for those of you who get it, then you know what I'm talking about. And so I appreciate you for appreciating me, and thank you for being here, and thank you for always supporting me with these kinds of opportunities to give me the blessing to be able to have these conversations with you guys. I got Spotify family plan if you wanted an invite. I don't know what that means. Does that mean like I get music without commercial? I mean, it's not a bit. I'm fine. I'm fine with what I have. You don't need to gift me so. MRX, bro, you're gonna make me like hump your leg, bro. You're like doing so much for me in such a short period of time, bro. And I already miss you. So you're smothering me with love, bro. And I can't wait to see you, bro. I'm gonna give you the biggest hug ever, bro. Like literally, I keep thinking about seeing you again. I miss the shit out of you. But thank you for all the love that you're showing me, man. Yeah, it's ad-free. I can have up to 5 people on my account. Yeah, that's what I figured. You don't have to do that, man. You don't have to do that. I don't ever play, by the way, I don't ever play music on my stream, ever. Because one of the platforms I stream to is YouTube, and YouTube shuts down people that put any music on their content. So I never, ever do that. So it's not going to be useful to me for my streaming. But I did it today. Today I played music because today I have no content. I'm not doing any gaming content, so I don't care if YouTube takes this video down. Let them take it down. It's fine. But yeah, today is an exception because of that reason. But yeah. So anywho, for those of you who are here that are new or that have been around and you are starting to fall in love with this guy, I love you too, by the way. You just gotta like hang out with me some more, and that's the point that I'm trying to get to. The way to hang out with this guy some more is to just drop into my Discord server, chat server, by typing !Discord in the chat, and the Discord server link will pop up, and that'll allow you to come and hang out with me and all of these amazing people that are chatting right now on my stream. All of them are in my community. They're so amazing, guys. You don't understand how blessed I am to have the people that I have in my life, in my gaming community. They have been an absolute blessing to me in my life. They have kept me going when I thought that I couldn't go anymore. And so if you want to have that feeling and you want to share good conversation, deep conversation, or even have an amazing gaming experience with an absolute freaking baboon, come hang out with me on my Discord server. If you are not on my chat because you're on a platform like Twitter where I can't communicate with you, then just go ahead and look at my Twitter profile or my Instagram profile, my Facebook profile. I'm on every freaking social media on the internet, where you will find my Discord link on there as well, so that you can join my Discord server. Fox, thank you so much for the cheer. Appreciate everybody who is showing me all this love and support. You guys are absolutely amazing. But I think I've reached a point where I'm going to probably wrap things up with you guys, so that this way I can get back to this room build out. For those of you who didn't see it, I'll show you guys again. So I have been, this room build out that I'm talking about, I have been designing it and planning it out in 3D, in actual scale, in real life scale, so that this way I can plan out where all the furniture and all of the plumbing and all the electrical outlets and all the lighting and everything needs to go before I go to the store tomorrow to buy all of the materials that I need to install inside of this building that is an empty shell right now. I'm going to be doing all this construction work myself, but I'll show you guys this 3D model before I sign off, for those of you who missed it, so that way you guys can see kind of where I'm at right now, so you know I'm kind of focused on a project right now that's eating up my time, that is time sensitive because of the fact that I am forced to have this plan and a list of materials ready by tomorrow afternoon, before tomorrow afternoon. I don't know why it's giving me the script error. I might have to rebuild out this scene. But yeah, so I'm doing a room build out. This is a 350 square foot real estate piece of room. And this is this wall that you see here is actually not there. This is just a big old empty shell. this whole thing is just a big old empty shell. And so I'm going to be putting in this wall here, and I'm going to be building out the desk. I'm going to be building out the bed frame and the shelving and the drawers, and everything is going to be floating. There will be no legs to anything. It's going to be wall mounted and reinforced, and there will be an airtight space behind all of this that I designed out, so that this way I can run RGB lighting behind all of the furnishing. And I'm going to be putting my gaming rig set up over here, running white walls in that area, gray in the bedroom area, so that I can keep it neutralized. This is the bathroom area that has not been colored out because I'm in the process of planning right now between tonight and tomorrow morning, so I still haven't figured out coloration for the bathroom. But basically this is going to be a toilet. Everything is in block shape because I'm planning out the scale of all of these objects in the space. But bathtub, a sink, and vanity. You know, you got your window, and then this is the closet space. It's a 6-foot walking closet space. So every square that you see on the ground, every square is 1 foot. Okay, every square you see is 1 foot. So this is actually really large in scale. This desk, for example, is 8 feet in length. It's an 8-foot long desk that I'm going to be building. So there's a ton of room inside this space. Now that my menu popped up here on the other screen, I could show you the front. So this is what the front entrance area is going to be like. There's 5 feet of space here between the bed and the entrance window, and then television. And so this is like my little living room space here. But this is like over 10 feet of clean empty space that is used for entertainment. I will be throwing down some bean bags there so that my guest can hang out with me and visit me, which Amorex, who is in chat right now, might be visiting me after this build is complete, which is super exciting by the way. So I look forward to having him come and visit me, and hopefully this room will be complete by the time he comes and does this. So that's exactly why I need to sign off and not play some video games right now. It's because between tonight, right now, and tomorrow morning, I have to have all of my construction plans completed. So I need to build out a list of all of the wiring, the electrical wiring, the plumbing. So the sewage, like I'll show you, like this bathroom, this whole building, by the way, is just a big old empty box. And so there's no electrical lines, there's no switches, there's no lighting, there's no plumbing, there's nothing. It's just frame. There's literally just beams, frames. It's a skeleton. And so I have to like plan out the list of all of that stuff by tomorrow morning / afternoon, and that's when I'll know what the budget's gonna be. But it's gonna happen no matter what. The budget won't matter. It's gonna get built 100%. But yeah, I have to run the sewage line, I have to run the plumbing, I have to run the electrical, I have to run all the outlets, I have to run the new fuse box that I'm going to install in the closet, and I'm going to run all recessed lighting, so cone recessed lighting in the ceiling to highlight the bed, highlight the desk, highlight the bathroom, highlight the closet, and highlight the living room area. But yeah, I don't know what the cost is. I need to figure that out between tonight and tomorrow. Thank you so much, Drea, for the follow. Appreciate that so much. I appreciate everybody who is showing me all the love you guys are showing me tonight. But yeah, so that's why I need to sign off, so that I can get busy, get the planning, and hopefully about 1 month from now, you guys will be able to see my new room. I'm going to try and take pictures and videos of the whole process as I go through, including the 3D model work. I will be taking some animations or some screenshots and so forth, so that way I can do a YouTube video of my room build for you guys. So you guys will get a YouTube video eventually, probably in about 2 months from now, on my room build. And I say it will take 2 months for me to accumulate the funding to do some of the prettier furnishing purchases. Like, for example, buying a new white chair, gaming chair. That's going to cost money that I need to save up for, and some other small things. But the actual building and structure and so forth, all those materials are going to be purchased tomorrow. The flooring, I'm doing wood flooring. I'm going gray and white walls, and so forth. I'm going high gloss for white, and I'm going a flat matte gray for the grays. And the flooring, the wood flooring is going to be the same color as the walls. So they sell wood flooring in every color you can imagine. So I'm just going to pick a color to match the walls and a paint to match the wood, and yeah. But that's what I'm going to be spending my time on over the course of the next few weeks. Hopefully 3 weeks time, Amerix will come visit me, and 99% of this will be done, and we can chill out in this new space and game together. I look forward to that. But yeah, guys, I appreciate you guys so much for being here. You guys are absolutely continuously blowing my mind by the consistent, reliable support that you guys are giving me. You guys are so amazing. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for doing that. I stream, by the way, every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So if you want to catch me on stream, be here on the weekends. Friday and Saturdays, it's 8 p.m. PST, that's West Coast time, or on the world clock, that is negative 700 daylight savings, 100 hours time, negative 700 or negative 800 on the world clock. That is Los Angeles, California time. Okay, they're the ones that run the server for this area, for this region. But 8 p.m. PST, Friday and Saturday. Sundays, I come online at 6 p.m. I come online earlier because I currently have roommates I have to worry about. But guess what, guys? When this new room is built, I will have any schedule I want. I'm going to probably go back to my insane freaking 12, 15 hour, 20 hour streaming schedules where I'm just going to game out hardcore with you guys, hang out with you guys for massive amount of hours. Get viewers to come and join me on games. I miss when I was able to do all of that when I lived on my own place and I didn't have roommates. We're going to go back to that when this room is built. So you guys are going to get way higher value out of my content when this room is done. So I look forward to that. I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited. This is going to be amazing to be able to move into this new space and show you guys the new Noodles 2.0. I'm going to be so hyped all the time because I'm going to be able to scream off the top of my lungs and not have to worry about any neighbors or any roommates. It's going to be amazing. This is going to be so awesome to be able to transition into this new environment, new space, and new branding. I look forward to it so much. I look forward to you guys being there. But thank you so much again for support for Therapy Gaming, or giving me a topic. I need a topic for Therapy Gaming. If you go on my YouTube and you see this later, please drop it in the message below. Or if you come and hang out with me on my Discord server, let me know, PM me. Or if you find me on social media, send me a tweet, DM me, PM me, MM me, give me an M&M. I don't care. Find a way, contact me all over the internet. Cup of Noodles TV, you'll find me everywhere, and let me know a topic that I can talk about for Therapy Gaming. In the past, by the way, I covered topics such as ADHD and depression and anxiety. If you have a topic that you want me to touch, or if you guys want me to go back to a subject and give you a new light, a new update, and a new perspective, and new ideas and new tips and tricks and techniques on how to deal with that issue, let me know. I'll go back to it. I'm not afraid to. Just right now, I'm focused on all this other stuff that's going on with the build out for the new gaming room build out that's coming around the corner, and that's why I'm staying occupied with that instead of bringing you sensitive topic materials that I feel that I don't have the full attention span to be able to give you right now, because I'm in a space where I have to deal with roommates and they have schedules for school and work and so forth. But I will still support you guys and provide you guys the content that you want no matter what. If you ask for it, all you have to do is ask for it. Other than that, I'm going to be signing off right now. Thank you so much, you guys. You guys keep it spicy as usual. And for all of you who are in my community, I look forward to seeing you guys later tonight or throughout the week. For those of you who want to hang out with me all the time, please find me on Discord. Look up my Discord on any social media. Look at it right now in chat by typing !Discord. Come hang out with me. Enjoy my community. Enjoy the people that I love so much, that I hold dear to my heart. And you guys, take care of yourselves. I look forward to hearing back from you guys next weekend. I hope you guys are in good spirit, good health next weekend when I hear back from you. I just hope everyone is doing what they need to do to make sure they're staying healthy, they're staying in a good mindset, and that their hearts are healing. And if you need someone to talk to this guy. Reach out to me. Okay, guys? All right, other than that, love you guys again. Keep it spicy. And I'm out of here. Peace out, you guys. Love you guys.